And we're live. What's up, Facebook? I hope you are well. I'm just going to make sure that I am indeed live and the audio is coming through. I hear it. I hear it. I see it. So we're live. What is up, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's get into this. My name is Justin Glover, and this Facebook Live, it's going to benefit those of you who want more people showing up on your lives, more people watching your lives, more people reading your emails, more people reading your blogs. If you want more engagement on the stuff that you put out to social media, this is how you do it. This Facebook Live will show you how to do it. So it's going to be quick. I'm going to run through this, but in the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you a few things. Number one, a super ninja life hack that us marketers can actually use to find an ongoing, endless stream of ideas of attractive content that people are interested in actually consuming, but also some ideas for effective headlines, effective titles, because that's the stuff that gets people on the content, in front of the content. That's the stuff that gets emails open. That's the stuff that gets lives clicked. That's the stuff that gets articles read, blog posts read. This is the stuff that gets it done. All right, I've been studying internet marketing for over a decade now, and I've only heard somebody teach what I'm about to share with you one other time. And it's super ninja, very simple, but overlooked by almost every marketer on the planet. Super simple, super ninja. Most of you have never even considered anything like this before. So I think you're gonna love this. And if you use what I'm about to teach you, you'll absolutely see results from it. You'll get more people coming and consuming your content. So who is ready for it? Let's do some quick shout outs. Let's see who we got here. Diane is in the house. What's up, Diane? Kimberly has joined. Hey, hey. Tammy, good to see you. Margaret, Lindsay is in the house. What's up? Now it's a party. So let's get into this. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to cover a couple of quick things. You are, I see you. So let's get into it. All right. So today, like the title says, I'm going to share one just completely killer way to get ideas and even titles for your videos and your Facebook Lives. Okay. And this is the stuff that gets your content consumed. This also can be applied to email for those of you that are email marketers. This gets your emails opened. All right. You want to write better headlines, better subject lines, better attention grabbing things. This is the live that'll show you how to do it. All right, so everything I'm about to teach you, it's documented inside the notes that I've been taking over about the last 10 days now. I've been taking notes every day. I'm going through this 14-day marketing challenge, and I'm taking I got like 30 pages of notes now. So what I'm about to share with you was today's notes, or part of today's notes, just one little part of it. And so there's actually a second strategy. I'm going to share with you one. I don't have a lot of time tonight, but I'm going to share with you one strategy for sure, and I'll tell you how you can get the second strategy. It's super ninja too, if you want it. All right, so drop a comment. Let me know that you are here. John is in the house. What's up, John? Good to see you, man. So let's get into it. All right. Now, again, this was content that was that I heard this morning, and I've heard this taught before, but this was coming from Ray during the 14-day challenge, and so. Just kind of reflecting over the progress that everybody's made that's going through this challenge. Because there's like 3,000 people going through this same 14-day challenge. And in these first 10 days, we're at day 10 of 14. And in these first 10 days, there's a few things that a lot of people have just made massive progress on. So in the beginning, 10 days ago when we all started, these are the common questions we were getting. What the heck do I talk about? I don't know what to say on Facebook Lives. Where do I find content? How do I position myself as an authority? How do I get more people reaching out to me? How do I transition from talking about whatever I'm talking about in the content? How do I transition that and get people to actually generate interest in my business? All right. And then also, how do I get more engagement? And so these are the things, these are the questions that people asked in the beginning, right? And that last one, how do I get engagement? That one takes a little bit of time. It does. But all of the other ones already in 10 days, we've touched on them, we've unpacked them, unboxed them, and so there's been a lot of learning and a lot of progress that's taken place over these last 10 days. And so today I want to share kind of it's just, this is in addition to all of that. All right. We're going deeper on some of that stuff. All right. Chase is in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to have you here, man. So the one tip that can help you with content. All right. This tip that I'm about to give you can not only help you come up with good quality content that people want to know and want to consume, but also, and more importantly, it can help you come up with strong titles. All right. Strong titles that speak to a specific person and gets people to say, ooh, I want to know that. I need to learn that. I got to read that. I got to watch that. All right, that's what we're going for. All right, so are you ready for the first tip? Actually, you're only getting one tip. I'm going to unpack this one quite a bit, but I do have another one for you at the end if you are interested in it. So tip number one, this first tip, grocery store checkouts. You might be thinking, what? Grocery store checkouts? How do I get better titles for my marketing and write better compelling titles from going through the checkout line in the grocery store? Makes no sense. All right, so here's how it works. All right, pay attention when you're checking out at the grocery store, because the magazines that they have up on the counter whenever you're checking out, those magazines are not up there just because they want to sell more of those magazines. Those magazines are up there because they have already proven themselves to be the best sellers. All right, they've already proven themselves to be the best sellers. Okay, they weren't just randomly selected because they wanted to sell more of them. That's not how it works. And so these magazines, they're at the checkout stand counter only because they've already proven themselves to be the highest selling magazines. And the thing to know about magazines is it's not the content that's inside the magazine that sells the magazine. That's not what sells a magazine. Peter is in the house. What's up, Peter? Good to see you, man. It's not the content inside the magazine that sells the actual magazine. What is it? It's the headlines that sell the magazine. And so this is a very, very important concept, especially if you're a marketer, to understand. All right, so here in the past few days in the 14-day challenge, there's been talk, and I've seen just kind of the comments. I passively watch the comments and see what people are struggling with and what's keeping them held up. And one big thing that's keeping people just stuck is they're spending so much time working on their giveaway. Way too much time working on what's the thing I'm going to give away at the end of my Facebook Live. And that's called overthinking it. It doesn't have to be anything special, okay? And the reality is they're never even going to see the thing that you give away if you don't get them onto your Facebook Live or get them to watch the replay. They won't ever see it. Jeremy's in the house. What's up, Jeremy? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. We need to catch up for sure. I've been watching some of your stories, man. I'm liking what you're doing. So the reality is, in magazines, they'll never see the content unless you can get them to buy the magazine. Same with the content that you're putting out. They're never going to see the giveaway, the quality of your giveaway, if you don't do a good enough job getting people on and to consume your free content, your Facebook Live, your article, your blog post, whatever it is in the first place, okay? There's another component to it, right? It's one thing to get them there, but then you have to also understand how to give a proper call to action to say, hey, you know what? I hope you enjoyed these tips, but for those of you that want more, I got more. It's in the form, I got these the 17 ingredients that you want to avoid when you're doing XYZ, whatever you know that they want. If you want it, reach out to me, right? So you got to transition into a call to action. And so that is how people get to your giveaway. And so just like with the magazines, your content, it should be good, yes. Just like with magazines, it should be good. But remember that nobody will ever even get that good content if they don't ever see your Facebook Live in the first place, or if they don't hear a compelling call to action from you inside of that Facebook Live. And so my point is, don't overthink the giveaway. Don't overthink the content that you're giving away in order to, as your call to action. And so use the stuff, all right? You can use the stuff that you're learning right here, right now, in this very moment to attract more people to you, to your Facebook Lives, where you can actually tell them that you have more free content to give them. Because if they don't show up, if they don't watch the replay, they're never going to know that you got anything else to actually give them, all right? So if the headlines sell the magazine, if we know that the headlines sell the magazine, then as a marketer, wouldn't it be smart to model the most successful headlines? All right, so have great content, yes, but no one will ever see it if you don't have a good title for your Facebook Live, and if you don't have a good call to action to get them to reach out. So if you look at these best-selling magazine, the titles of them, and model them for your Facebook Lives, you stand a much greater chance of actually getting people to consume, read, and click. They read the title and say, ooh, I want that. Ooh, I would like that. And so as a marketer, rather than think nobody's buying product, okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you got two books that you sell. All right, these are actually two really, let me move this. The email address I need to follow up with. So let's pretend that you sell two books, all right, two different products, okay? Whatever it is in your business, you got two products that you sell. Product one, let's say that nobody's actually buying product one. Nobody's buying, I mean, every once in a while somebody buys it, but this one over here, selling like hotcakes. And so you think, all right, I got the front of the store up there. Let's take this product that nobody's buying. Let's pull this one down. Let's put the product that nobody's buying at the checkout counter, at the front of the store, so we can get some more sales. That's what, thinking of another nice word to say this, that's what dumb entrepreneurs do. I couldn't think of a nice word. So that's what dumb entrepreneurs do. They say, which one is not selling? Let me focus on that to get it more exposure. And then what a smart entrepreneur would do, they would say, oh, this one's selling already? So here's what happens. If they take the one that's not selling and they put it in, put all the focus on that and they bring it to the front of the grocery store, put it at the checkout counter or wherever, this is a metaphor obviously, but if they focus on that, they will make a few more sales. You will make a few more sales. But if you focus on this one, you put the one that's already proven itself to sell at the front, you're gonna 10 times your return. You're gonna make 10 times more money. It'll blow it up because this one is already selling. It's the headlines that sell the stuff, not what's inside of them. It's the titles that sell the stuff, not what's inside of them. Okay, so I just wanted to make that clear distinction. All right, so by taking that second smart approach, like I said, you'll 10x your income rather than just sell a few more of the thing that wasn't already selling. So that's a great lesson to understand and remember as a marketer. Okay, so checkout magazines, the magazines that you see at the checkout store, like whenever you're checking out of the grocery store, those up front, they get swapped out every single week. They're not up there just because, oh, let's put some magazines up there that we want to sell more of. That's not why they're up there. They're up there because they are the best selling ones and they continue to get swapped out with the best selling ones. And so this is literally your opportunity. Oh, I love this. If you're a marketer, if you nerd out on marketing like me, you're never going to be able to look at the grocery store line the same when you're checking out. And so because that's literally like you get to see the best copywriters in all of magazines right there in front of you. Their best subject lines, their best headlines, their best titles, because those are the best selling magazines. No question. It's just, if it's a chain grocery, now if it's like a single person owned mom and pop gas station or something and they got magazines, maybe they don't know. If it's a chain or if it's a grocery store or it's any legit business, I promise you the magazines that are up there, they are the best selling ones. They're not the worst selling ones. That would be dumb, okay? And so that's your opportunity to look at these headlines. And so look at those headlines whenever you're up there. Look at the words that they're using, all right? And what you're gonna notice is a common theme. You're gonna notice that they're all talking about what the thing does, not what it is. That is a very common theme when it comes to selling stuff. Don't talk about the features of it. Don't talk about what it is. This bike has a really soft seat. Okay, great. Talk about what it does. This bike's really soft seat is beneficial to you because it protects you from having a sore butt. That's what it does, because it's extra soft. Okay? And so talk about what it does, not what it is. When you talk about what it does, you're always going to sell more than if you talk about what it is. Talk about benefits, not features. Okay? So marketing what it does is smart marketing. Now the magazine titles, they don't have to be specific for your product. They don't have to be specific for the service that you offer. They don't have to be specific for your opportunity. Instead, what you want to do, because I know some of you, I know you're going to you'll go to the store, you'll go to the grocery store, and you'll say, yeah, these are cool titles, but they don't have, they're talking about weight loss. I make money on the internet stuff. I sell something else, baking goods, whatever, like, it doesn't match up. So they don't have to match up. They don't have to be specific for your product. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you see a weight loss title in a magazine that says how to lose weight even if you're addicted to sugar. That's the title. Okay, what you're looking for is the formula. You can't use that if you're selling home business training, but you can use that formula. How to lose weight even if you're addicted to sugar. How that translates to business is how to prospect strangers even if you're an introvert. Right? Two very different things, same formula, same result. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. That's where the gold is at when you're looking for killer headlines and hooks and titles to actually get people's attention. Okay, two different things, but you're looking for the formula. All right, so the formula for the above, that is, what is that formula? How to prospect strangers even if you're an introvert. How to lose weight even if you're addicted to sugar, addicted to strangers. And so that formula is how to achieve a desired result even if there's something conflicting with that desired result. That's the formula. Very easy to pick up. All right, I talked about another formula the other night, how to desired result without pain they want to avoid. That's another formula. You'll see that on headlines on magazines as well. So now that you know how to transition from anything to anything, because we've been talking about that over the last little bit, if you've gotten good at transitioning from talking about whatever it is that you're talking about in the content to whatever it is that you're selling, then you want to start tightening up about the way that you actually get people onto the lives. Okay, you've mastered the basic stuff. If you can do a transition, because you got the content, you know where to come up with content, so that's a big part of it. Another big part is you got to be able to give the call to action, and if the content and the call to action aren't related, you got to understand the third part, which is the bridge, the transition that connects the two. Okay, so that's the basics. Those are pretty easy. But now, once you have that down, if you really want to take things to the next level, you got to start dialing in. How can I make my titles more appealing? How can I make them sexier to get more people on? Okay, and so it won't work well if you have an amazing giveaway. So you spend all this time creating this giveaway that you're going to give away at the end of the thing, but you do a bad pitch, or you have a terrible title that gets nobody to actually press play. Then it won't work. And so you got to have all of these components in place. All right, so strategy number one that I just gave you is, like I said, the grocery store checkout lines, the magazines that are there, those headlines, those magazines are there because they're the best-selling magazines. They're not there because the grocery store wants to sell more of those magazines. They have proven their way up there, and so those headlines that you see, I'd take pictures of them. You might get some funny looks if you go up there and start taking pictures with your phone of magazine titles. I do, but that's the best you're experiencing right then in that moment, the best of the best copywriters in all of magazine writing, because those are the ones that are up there, the best-selling ones. And so, and it's not the content that sells the magazine, it's the headlines. And so if you're a marketer, this is a cool little ninja tip. And this is a strategy that you can use. This is never ending. It's always going to happen. And you can do it online too. It's just a little bit more difficult. It's not quite the same. It's better and it's a better experience also if you go to the grocery store and you see it. Okay. So that's a never-ending strategy that you can use to get content to talk about, get headlines for your content and ideas for your Facebook Lives and things like that. So that's ongoing. It's never-ending, and so is strategy number two also. But this is just one strategy. I don't actually have time to get into the second one. But I hope you enjoyed this first strategy. I hope you got some value from it. If you did, let me know in the comments. Smash the heart button. And if you know anybody else that's out there that might be interested in marketing, somebody that's into marketing, then I would certainly appreciate it. They would probably certainly appreciate it if you would share this with them. Just tag them in the comments. Say, hey, yo, just thought of you while I was watching this, or say whatever you want, but just don't tag them and say nothing. That's kind of weird. But like I said in the beginning, that is just strategy number 1 of 2 that we learned today that were super ninjas. So if you thought that strategy was cool, if you got value from that, then you're not going to believe, you won't believe how ninja strategy number 2 is that I have, that we also talked about today. I've been marketing since 2008, full-time online, and I have never heard strategy 2 taught from anybody. I just haven't heard it. I have heard other similar strategies taught, but this one that we learned today, there's a single nuance in it that just, it makes it off the charts more effective than anything else that you've ever tried. And so I don't have time to get into that today, right here, right now. But if you would like to know what that Super Ninja strategy number 2 is, just shoot me a PM right here on Facebook. Say, yo, send me your marketing notes. I want strategy number 2, and I'll send it right over. I outlined it in the notes for today. And like I said, I've been taking notes daily for the last 10 days, all about marketing in this challenge. So I got 28 pages of notes so far. And so, like I said, if you just reach out to me, let me know that you want this second strategy. Not only will I send you that second strategy, I'll also just send you all of my notes from the past 9 days also. All right, there's so much marketing gold in there. So if you want it, all you got to do is ask. Say, yo, send me the marketing notes, and I'll send it over. All right, yours free. Simply just ask. I got to go. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate all of you hanging out. Wes, good to see you, man. Brenda, so glad you were here. Michael is in the house. What's up, Michael? Talk to you guys soon. Hope you have an amazing night. Have a great one. Bye-bye.